are live, Lunch with Louie here at Bar Louie every Tuesday from 1 to 3 p.m. The Thunderbolts join us as well, and joining me today is defenseman Bo Driscoll. Bo, thanks for so much joining us on Lunch with Louie.
Yeah, no,
thanks for having me. No problem. So, you are from Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Why don't you tell us about growing up in Massachusetts?
Well, obviously, it's being in the Boston area is obviously very passionate about their sports, so it was easy for me to get involved in sports at a young age, and actually played baseball and hockey growing up. Obviously fell in love with hockey at a young age and wanted to pursue a career in it, and I've been having fun doing it since.
So, guessing Bruins fan growing up, and favorite player growing up, and favorite player now?
Probably was Ray Bork growing up. I idolized a lot of guys. There was a guy from my hometown, Peter Coyne. I think he was probably my biggest influence. Small undersized guy, undrafted from my hometown, so kept a close eye on his career and kind of aspired to be like him. And he's definitely been probably my biggest influence on my career.
He played quite a bit for the Flyers, didn't he?
He was Carolina, Washington, and the Islanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Way to make me look bad. You went to University, Farmington State University, which is 20 miles from Boston. Talk a little bit about the campus, and that has to be an amazing experience to be going to school and to be living right outside Boston.
Yeah, it was a small school, but we had a lot of fun. It was a big community school, but we were a very close team. It was a lot of fun. I think my first couple of years the team struggled a little bit, but maybe 15 freshmen I think we had my first year, something crazy like that. But it was a lot of fun. We had a good group of guys. Ended up making a good run. I think it was my senior year, going to the semifinals. But nice campus. It was a little bit small, but being close to Boston is a lot of fun. That's a fun city, so we go in when we could. But I had a great time there.
Now, Elite Prospects has you got a little C by your name. Did you captain that team for a couple of years?
Yeah, I was captain my junior and senior year at that school.
What kind of experience, when you wear that C at a level like that, what were some of the things you learned, the good and the bad, and how did it change you as a hockey player and as a person?
Yeah, it was, obviously anytime you get the C, it's quite an honor no matter where you're playing. It was definitely one of those things that I was a guy that walked on, so I was just kind of a hard-working kid that was just determined to make the team, and I think guys recognized that I was very dedicated to the game, so I think that's what ended up leading me to get the letter. But it's definitely one of those things that you get put in a leadership role. You want to be an example for the other guys, especially the younger guys coming in, just to show them what it's going to take to compete at this level.
So you turned pro 2014-2015 season, and you bounced around a little bit. 6 teams in 3 years, 3 leagues in 3 years. You've been to Evansville twice. You've been to Evansville 3 times, but in 2 different leagues. Talk a little bit about how does a player, road trips are tough in and of themselves, but talk a little bit about being a player and all the transition from team to team, roommates to roommates, apartments to apartments, city to city. How do you handle that?
Yeah, it was, more so my first year, I think it was a little bit more mentally taxing on me. It was learning the ropes of the business, I think, and going, I don't know how many miles I put on my car, but it was quite an experience my first year where, you start out in single A and, you're just kind of trying to find it where you fit, and ended up getting a chance with Knoxville there, and was there for probably a month and a half, 2 months before my call up to Evansville, where I pretty much finished up the year before going back to Knoxville for playoffs, where we won a championship. So it was a roller coaster. Mentally and physically, it was a lot of highs and lows. So kind of a sweet way to finish off the year with the championship. But now to me, it's just kind of the nature of the business is getting called up and sent and traded and whatever. And it's you kind of take it as you go. But to me, it's fun. I've met a lot of great guys, had some really great roommates, a lot of great teammates. It's been part of my journey, and I loved every second of it.
Talk a little bit about that championship with the Knoxville Ice Bears. They're in town this weekend.
Yeah.
We get to play them on Friday and Saturday night at the Ford Center.
Yeah.
But so you played on a really, really bad Iceman team, but then you got to go back to a Knoxville team that won the championship. Talk about the differences maybe in the locker rooms and the differences of 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I was very fortunate to be with the Iceman. Obviously, getting a call up to the ECHL was, in my eyes, was a pretty big blessing to be able to play at that level. But I mean, the caliber of guys. I mean, they were really good guys. We had some really good talent in that room here with the Iceman, but they just for some reason couldn't piece it together to get wins. But I learned a lot from a lot of different guys. I mean, there were some guys that have played at higher levels and were able to teach me a little bit, and to be able to take that back to Knoxville and just kind of apply it to my own game, where it was a team that was, I mean, in being in that room in Knoxville for the championship was we knew we weren't going to lose. It was just the mindset of the team and just the culture that it was there. We didn't, losing wasn't acceptable, and obviously that showed with the championship win.
It's your 3rd year in Evansville, 3rd season, which is one more than Knoxville. Is Evansville starting to feel like home?
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's been nice to come back to a city that I know. I mean, I'm familiar with the area. I know where everything is pretty much, and it's nice to be comfortable in the room. It's a familiar atmosphere. The fans are obviously great. The support every year I've been here has been great. So I'm very excited to be back.
One of the fun things about work, whether you're working in hockey or working in the business world, is the road trip to see different places and to have someone else pay for it.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite places to visit through your hockey travels? What are those places like, oh, I love going to that town, or I love going here, or I love going there?
Pensacola was pretty cool. I think just being by the water and on the beach and stuff. That was a pretty good spot. I liked playing when we went to Lafayette, the Louisiana Ice Skaters. It was super hot down there, but nice little area as well.
No Elmira on that list?
I haven't been there, I don't think.
Okay.
But, yeah.
You didn't make it with Tyson any times?
No. Cincinnati was a good city.
Yeah.
I like that. It was a little cool. Like seeing all the different stadiums all pretty close by was I don't know how many cities have that kind of setup, but to be able to walk outside of the rink and, the Cincinnati Reds and the Bengals stadium are right there. So
all along the river.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Right down to US Bank where the Cyclones play.
Yeah.
What about 40 years from now? You're ready to retire and everything else. Through all of these travels, is there, are you going north? Are you going west? Are you going south?
Who knows? I don't know. I'd like to think I'd keep Masses home, but who knows? I haven't even thought about it.
Well, are you ready to play a little How Well Do You Know You?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, here we go. A little game that I created, not to make fun of our hockey players, but to make fun of the internet and how much wrong information and trivial facts you can find on there, as well as how bad the broadcaster can screw up, as we've learned last week. All right, so our first question.
Yeah.
What hand do you shoot? Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Last time I checked, I was left-handed.
That is correct. We would have also accepted right-handed.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know. Are you using the straight blade?
I might as well some nights.
I ran the pro shop 6 years ago here, and for the little kids, we killed it with the straight bladed sticks. They don't. One day, from shift to shift, they're switching. So I don't know if you went back to the straight blade or what.
It looks like it sometimes, maybe.
All right. Question number 2: most assists that you've ever had in one season with one team. All right. So is it Steel City in 14-15? The Evansville Icemen in 14-15, Knoxville in 15-16, or Huntsville in 15-16? Most assists.
Probably Huntsville. I think I did a decent at Huntsville.
Yep, that is correct. 15-16. All right. Have you played more games in the SPHL or NCAA?
Oh, I don't know. I want to say, I don't know. Call NCAA?
That is correct. 86 in the NCAA, 78 in the SPHL.
Oh, close. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Kids hot 3 for 3.
gonna screw up your college name because Farmington Hills was really close to me growing up in Detroit. But Framingham, in 1908, their first yearbook came out. It is now known as the Dial, but the first yearbook in Framingham University, was it called the Quill, the Stylus, or the Bic?
Oh man, I wouldn't even. The Quill?
It is the Quill. All right.
Awesome.
So,
alumni.
Yeah. Framingham University moved to its current site, which is Bear Hill in Framingham, on what date? 1839, 1853, 1901, or 1929?
1839 was when it was established. I remember that from the crest, right? What was the last one? 19 what?
1853, 1901, or 1929?
1929.
It is incorrect. 1853.
Oh, 53?
Yep.
Way off.
All right. Alpha Lambda Delta is a fraternity, a sorority, an honor society for 3.5 and above GPA, or an anime club. So, on Framingham University, Alpha Lambda Delta is a fraternity, a sorority, an honor society for 3.5 grade average and above, or an anime club.
I want to say it's the honor one because I don't think we had any sororities or frats.
I didn't know that. So it is an honor society. So which way, would you be an honor society guy or would you be an anime club guy?
I was a hockey guy.
Okay.
I was definitely not in 3.5 or above.
4 more questions left. We're going to check, since you've been here the longest, we're going to check your Evansville history.
Okay.
The Thunderbolt fighter plane that was built here during World War II, what is its number designation? Is it the A1? Is it the F-14? Is it the P-47 or the Q-3?
I'm going P-47.
That is correct. It is the P-47 Thunderbolt. Bossy Field, the baseball field here in town, it was built in 1915. There's only 2 other ballparks older than it. Which one of these is not older than Bossy Field? The original Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park, Wrigley Field. Which one of those 3 is not older than Bossy Field?
Yankee Stadium.
That is correct. Yankee Stadium. Evansville has been in numerous TV shows.
Yep.
Which one of these TV shows has Evansville not been in? Roseanne, Prison Break, Ghost Hunters, or Supernatural?
I know it was in Prison Break because me and my old roommate, former Iceman Brandon Martell, watched Prison Break pretty religiously. What am I reading? Sorry,
Roseanne,
Ghost
Hunters, or Supernatural?
Maybe Supernatural?
That is correct. The creator of Roseanne is from Evansville, and the opening scene is a shot of Evansville.
Awesome.
And Ghost Hunters did a special on the Gray Lady in Willard Library.
Can we visit that?
Yes, you can.
Is it haunted?
Yes, it is. Last question. The Pigeon Creek Greenway, which is the running track, bike track around the city. How long is it?
Oh, man.
6.75 miles, 13.3 miles, 18.25 miles, or 26.4 miles?
Man, 13?
It is 6.75 miles. But future plans for it to go all the way around the city. So not too bad, though. 8 of 10. So not bad. Thank you very much, Bo Driscoll, joining us here. Lunch with Louie at Bar Louie every Tuesday. Thank you, Bo.
Yeah, thank you.